And so it's my pleasure to introduce my husband, Mike Chris, the town of Glenville's supervisor, and Chris Koetzle.
I want to thank you very much, Bea. That was beautiful. I know we've been through a lot in our time together. We've been through a lot recently. And I just want to take a moment to thank you for all you do for me and for our family and for allowing me to pursue this passion that I know sometimes is difficult for us, but you're always there, and couldn't do it without you. And I want to thank you, and please everyone give her a round of applause for all her support. Thank you so much. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. This is, as Bea said, always a humbling experience to have so many people come into a room and support and help us as a team, not just me. You're here to support the Republican, the local Scotia Glenville Republicans. You're here to support the candidates. You're here to support our team in Glenville that has been so strong for the past 12 years, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. I also just want to acknowledge before just a few words the great work, and I'm going to talk a little bit of all we've accomplished in the town of Glenville in a few minutes, but we could not have done that, and I know Jim Martin and Gina agree, without our phenomenal staff. It's our staff that make it work every single day. And the progress we've made over the past 12 years has been astonishing. And the team that we put together to do that, and one person who can't be here tonight, he's on vacation, is Sid Ramatar. He was with us originally. He's coming back on this team with Kate and I and Tom, and we're going to do wonders when we get those folks back on the board. But I think about, what this campaign is going to be about, and it's really about the differences between two men as far as my race is concerned, because I'm in a head-to-head race. It's me against somebody else, and I think about how that's going to play out and where it's heading, and you think about where we've been over the past 12 years. We once, when I became supervisor, we had dark and empty corridors, business corridors, right? Kmart was empty, nothing in town center. Today they're vibrant and full. We've brought hundreds of jobs to the town, maybe thousands, and dozens of new businesses. We expanded our parks, and we made our town more walkable. We grew our programs for youth. We invested in our senior buildings and our senior programs. We made Glenville more sustainable. We invested in green technology. We, and by and large, the work of our great comptroller, Jason Cuthbert, and the town board has protected our taxpayers. We've protected our fund balance. We cut our debt in half over the last 12 years. We've kept Glenville the lowest tax community in the county. There you go. We're the only municipality that has always stayed under the tax cap. And we have even delivered a tax cut to our friends in the Village of Scotia, because we know what's going on in the Village of Scotia. They need all the help they can get. Yes. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes, but what I'm probably most proud of right now, and the chairman touched on this a little bit, is the response that we had to this pandemic. And that was really the one thing that I did not, and I don't think any of us saw coming, right? I mean, I put this vision together, we worked together, we worked towards a goal for economic development and fiscal stability and all these things, but we could not have seen this pandemic coming. And it presented us with so many challenges, day-to-day challenges that were changing day-to-day, by the way. But if we did not do the work we did to make this town so fiscally strong, we would not have been able to get through that pandemic. We didn't plunder the fund balance. We didn't raise taxes. We didn't cut services. We got through this pandemic because we protected our finances and we made the right difficult decisions. Now, more important than that, we all came together, and I can't thank the staff here that I just mentioned, but every staff member across the town of Glenville for showing up every single day and delivering the critical services that were needed. And no matter what happened, they responded. We got together, we figured things out. We were building as we were flying the plane, as they say, but they were so open and so willing to do whatever we needed. I want you to all please give them a round of applause. In that pandemic response, where we worked to protect our small businesses and the programs we put together, became models of other communities to make sure that those who were most hurt were most protected. And we helped our small businesses, and I think our small business owners have responded. And our community is thankful for all they've done, and I'm proud of all that we've done to help them. Also during this pandemic, we protected our seniors. This was one of the things that was near and dear to my heart. I wanted to make sure that these seniors were protected and taken care of during this pandemic. And they were. And I want to thank all our staff that put together shopping programs for them, delivering food for them, for those in need. We had one of our residents tell us that if it was not for the town of Glenville, there are days that she would not have eaten. That's astonishing. I want you to please again give our staff a round of applause for all the work they're doing now. This election is going to be about the difference in leadership. It's about leadership. It's about what we can do to lead our community forward. You know, I am proud that I am a full-time, fully engaged, as my wife said, CEO. You see, when things got difficult during this pandemic, I showed up every day, and I delivered the services. My opponent stayed at home. We didn't see him. We didn't hear from him. He didn't have one idea. He didn't do one thing to protect our residents, to serve our residents. There's a difference in leadership. I have led in difficult times. I have made the difficult decisions. And I have delivered results for our residents. And this campaign is going to be about those stark differences between he and I.